So it's Father's Day, 2025, smack dab in the middle of Men's Mental Health Month, Awareness Month. And I've been thinking about this video for weeks now. Do I have it be something like this, where I just kind of record on my phone in a semi-private setting? Do I have something produced by my team, something that looks super nice and well thought out? And I decided to do this. I decided to, after going to the gym and doing some errands, to come here to one of my favorite places in the area. It's a nature preserve not far from where I live. And I'm looking off to the distance and I'm seeing little baby goslings. And there was a bunch of fawns running around the way in. So it's like kind of poignant for Father's Day. And while this message might not sound it at times, it is a message of love and appreciation for my fellow fathers. Today, hopefully, the folks in your life take extra care to tell you how much they appreciate the hard work and diligence that you've shown over the years as a father. I know that it's never perfect. I know that all situations are different and that we all struggle with different things. But how you show up matters. And how you show up matters mostly for yourself. Because that's what the kids see. They see how you show up for them, right? But what informs them on what it looks like to be a man is how you show up for yourself, how you take care of yourself, how you respect yourself or you don't. Are you able to not just be a provider? Because I know this sounds crass, but providing is the easy part. Protecting, nurturing, caring, that's a little more nuanced. All right, making money, and I know we all have different situations. Making money, to me, is the easy part. It's transactional. It's just, you do something, you get paid for something, and then you make do with what you have. But caring for yourself and others is more nuanced, more difficult. Showing up for yourself, thereby being able to show up for others, is more nuanced and more difficult because it takes intention and consistency and focus, and the ability to fail. So, guys, when you're showing up for your children, how are you showing up? All right, and I love you ladies, but I don't care about your opinion on this. This is guy talk, so you guys can scroll. How are you showing up? All right, remember that if you have sons, you are the primary example of what a man should be. It's going to inform them, how to behave, both good and bad. So if you're a real creep, hopefully your sons have enough intelligence not to do it. You're not going to be perfect. But what I've found is that children are incredibly smart, incredibly intelligent. And even though they're incredibly malleable, they inherently know what's right and what's wrong. And so long as there's enough unbiased influence around them, they tend to make the right decisions. As adults, they come around and figure that out. Sometimes they don't. And that's kind of the reason I'm saying this. If you got daughters, guys, you are their first love. Okay? How you show up for yourself and for them matters. You're going to be what drives their idea of what safe, accessible, masculine love looks like. Don't let some dusty ass boy be the one to show them love, or try to inform them what love should look like. And again, I get it. Everybody's situation is different. I'm not saying there's a perfect situation out there, and I'm not taking away from your situation. And I know things are difficult, but we can't control certain things, guys. We might not be able to control outside influences, okay? But we can show up for ourselves and let that be the example. Are you reading? Are you eating right? Are you training? Are you doing things to better yourself? Are your children seeing you fail? Are they seeing you fail and getting back up, dusting yourself off, and re-engaging in the thing you're passionate about, and the thing you're trying to do, right? Are when their back's against the wall, are you the phone call they're making? Because guess what, guys? If they're not calling you when they need help, we really need to look at what's going on. And it's not always you, all right? But you should be able to respond with intelligence, guidance, and God forbid, if you need to respond dynamically, you need to be able to, as a man. If you can't get up a flight of stairs, it's time to really talk. And it doesn't have to be with me. You go find somebody else to help you with your health and fitness. There's plenty of great people out there, but you need to handle that. The biggest part of your job that you prepare for the most, hoping that you never have to engage in that way, is that of protector. That is your job, okay? Can women do that? Absolutely they can do that in your absence. Our job is to sacrifice ourselves for the ones we love. And we have to be able to respond dynamically. So this is where the tough love part of this message comes in, because I really do love you guys, and I really think that we don't have these conversations enough. I really don't think that men hold each other accountable enough. If you got more hours of the day playing video games, I'm a gamer, don't come at me, than you do working on yourself in a positive way, in a way that's going to allow you to respond to things physically if need be. And I'm not talking about a fist fight, but can you go up a flight of stairs? If you had to sprint right now, would you cough up a lung? These are the things you need to think about as a father, right? If you're a little girl or you're a little boy, text you, Dad, I need you here now. How do you respond to that? And I don't want to hear, oh, I'll just go get my gun. Shut the fuck up. Don't be an asshole. Okay? Are you able to run to that child? Right? Will you be able to? Are you able to get there post-haste? Right? Sure, adrenaline works. Capacity is better. Adrenaline plus capacity is way better. And your children will see that. All right? I had a situation where I got a text and I had to respond. Thankfully, it wasn't violent, but I had to show up ready for it. And it's the first time my child's ever seen me be in that mode. When it was done, I called my brother and I told him that this, more than anything else, informed me that what I am doing is right. Could you imagine getting that text where you're needed and you're drunk, hungover, out of shape? Guys, to me, there's no excuses, right? Outside of you physically being enabled to, you have a real handicap, a real one. And even then, that's a question mark, right? Because we see folks without legs competing in athletic events. So it's the choices we make, gents. All right, so let's make a commitment today, Father's Day. From today until next Father's Day, we'll check back in. Have we done the things we know to be correct? Have we done the things that we're proud of? Have we lived this past year? If our child was following us around, would they be proud of us? If our children lived the year we did, would they be better people for it? And maybe that is the overriding question. If your child, your son or your daughter, did exactly what you did they eat the way you ate? Drank whatever liquid you drank? Exercise with? Would they be a better person in 365 days? If the answer is anything other than a resounding yes, it's time to reevaluate what we're doing. I love you all. I wish you all the very, very best. I want the very, very best for you, for your families, for all folks. I want people to be at their absolute best. And I think we can really get there if enough of us say, you know what, it's enough. Enough distractions. Enough wasting time. We have one life. I'm out here in this beautiful nature preserve. And I can walk around this and run around this and hike and climb around this and enjoy all the different facets of this place. And I know some of you can't, but I know most of you are able to. Gentlemen, you owe it to yourselves to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, today is Father's Day. And I'm proud of the person staring back at me. Much love, much respect. And I said everything today with love and respect. Right? If it tweaked a nerve, then maybe it's time to look in that mirror. Here at Day One Performance, we are all about pulling the best, most accessible levers possible to bring about positive change. That's our mission, to bring about positive change in the world. Not reckless and kindness for the sake of kindness. You're not going to get that here. But if you're ready to be on the path to move your life forward, we're your best friends. Have a wonderful Father's Day. We'll see you later.